Hi everyone, we are group 3 of the subject Pedagogical Models Didactics, okay? And today we will talk about the Ecuadorian educational system, okay? Let's start.
Hello everyone, my name is Melanie Tipan and today I'm going to explain about initial education in Ecuador. So initial education is the first stage of the Ecuadorian educational system. And what is its age range? Well, it is designed for children from birth to 5 years old. I put here three main characteristics about it, and I will explain one by one. First, we have learning through play. So, the main objective of this level is to promote the integral development of children through meaningful experiences, play, and obviously the interaction with other children. Now, second one, we have holistic development. So, this is one of its main characteristics, and is when learning takes place through games, exploration, and daily activities. At this stage, children begin to develop important cognitive, emotional, social, and physical skills, and all these skills will support their future learning. And third, we have family involvement. Families play a very important role because parents or the tutor of the child and teachers work together to support the children's growth and development. Now, why is it important? We have UNESCO here to answer this question. So, according to UNESCO 2024, early childhood is a critical period for cognitive, social, and emotional development. So, this shows the importance of providing children with quality educational experiences from an early age. So, in conclusion, initial education helps children build the skills and confidence they need for future academic success, and personal development is the base of all, is the starting line of all the way of education. So, thank you so much for your attention, and that will be all for today.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandra Trujillo and today I'm going to talk about basic education in Ecuador. So, basic education in Ecuador is compulsory. It is for children from about 5 to 14 years old, and this level of education gives the students the basic knowledge and skills they need for their future studies. And the structure of basic education has four levels. First is preparatory education, which is first grade. Then there is elementary basic education from second to fourth grade. After that is middle basic education from fifth to seventh grade. And finally, there is upper basic education from eighth to 10th grade. And the main goals of education are to help students learn important skills. For example, it helps them develop critical thinking, communication skills, and values. It also helps students become responsible citizens. And these goals are important because they prepare students for higher education in real life. Uh, However, there are some challenges. One challenge is inclusion because all students have different needs. Also, Ecuador is a diverse country, so schools must respect different cultures and languages. And another challenge is improving teacher training and school resources. But there are also opportunities. Basic education supports equal education for all students, And it also promotes inclusion and respect for diversity. In addition, it creates flexible learning environments for different students. So, in conclusion, basic education is very important in Ecuador because it helps students grow academically and personally, and also it prepares them for the future and for society. Thank you for listening.
Well, my name is Marjorie Juliet Vivas Paz. Today I'm going to talk about public and versus private education in Ecuador, okay? Well, according to WAMAN 2024, the public education is the educational system managed and financed by the Ecuadorian government, okay? While private education offers educational programs in exchange for tuition and of monthly fee. But is regulated by the Ministry of Education, okay? Let's start with similarities, okay? Both systems must follow the national curriculum and the organic law of the intercultural education, okay? Also, the main subjects like language, mathematics, is natural science, social science, English, arts, and physical education are too involved. Okay. Now let's look at the differences. Okay. Public schools are free and open to everyone. Okay. To everyone. While private schools usually ask for tuition fees. Okay. Private schools often in extra programs, but not all families can afford them. Okay. Talking about advantages, public education is good, okay, because it promotes diversity and intercultural learning. On the other hand, private schools have more freedom to innovate, for example, with lingual programs or international certificates, okay? But there are also disadvantages. Public schools sometimes face problems with resource and infrastructure, okay? And private schools, because of their high costs, can limit access and increase social inequality, okay? Finally, in the current context, many students are moving from private schools to public ones. Okay, this shows how important the public systems is for society today. Okay, so in conclusion, both systems have its strengths and weaknesses, but together, they reflect the reality of education in our country. And okay, thank you for listening, and I hope this short talk helped you understand the topic better.
Hello, my name is Aneltopia, and finally I will analyze evaluation and promotion system within the Ecuadorian educational framework, specifically focusing on assessment methods, the grading system, and promotion requirements based on the updated general regulation of the Intercultural Education Law, LOA, and the 2024 Ministerial Agreements. As outlined in slide 1, Ecuador has modernized its assessment methods, moving away from purely quantitative memory-based testing toward a more holistic, competence-based model. Evaluation is now strictly defined in two parallel domains, the academic learning and the socio-emotional development. The teachers are required to use a mix of formative and summative assessments, incorporating auto-evaluation and co-evaluation to foster student autonomy. To measure academic progress, Ecuador uses a standardized 10-point quantitative scale tied to qualitative descriptors. A score between 9 and 10 means the student masters the requirement learnings. A score between 7 to 8.99 indicates they achieve it. and scores falling between 4.01 and 6.99 mean the student is close to achieving. And finally, a 4 or below means they do not achieve the learning objective. Moving to slide 2, we examine the promotion requirements. The strict baseline for promotion in middle school, high school, and baccalaureate levels is a minimum grade of 7 out of 10 in each chapter. However, demonstrating a critical pedagogical shift to reduce early school dropout rates, the initial and basic elemental leaps utilize automatic promotion, and at this early stage the focus is placed entirely on qualitative feedback rather than punitive numerical thresholds. The attendance is another critical pillar for promotion. If a student accumulates more than 10% of unjustified absence over the school year, it triggers mandatory academic remediation, and for older students can result in failing the course entirely. And finally, the system emphasizes equity through pedagogical reinforcement. The students who score below 7 threshold are entered into an early warning system. They receive targeted academic support and are granted the opportunity to take a remedial exam, known locally as a supletorio, to improve their grades and secure promotion. That's all for me. Thank you.